Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something pretty complex, but really exciting. How artificial intelligence is changing the game for multi-omics analysis.
That's right. We're talking about looking at biology on, well, multiple levels all at once.
Right. So think DNA, RNA, proteins, metabolites,
Right.
all that biological information together. We've looked through the research to see how AI helps make sense of it all, especially for things like, personalized medicine.
Exactly. Our goal is really to break down how AI is helping researchers understand these super complex data sets without getting lost in the weeds.
Okay, so multi-omics, let's quickly define that. It's not just looking at our genes, is it?
No, not just genes, that's genomics. Multi-omics integrates genomics with transcriptomics, which genes are active proteomics, so the protein's actually doing the work, and metabolomics, the small molecules involved in metabolism.
Got it. So it's like seeing the whole factory floor, not just the blueprints. You see what's actually being built and used.
Yeah. Precisely. You might see, for instance, that a gene is switched on, but maybe the protein it's supposed to make isn't there, or it's faulty. Multi-omics helps you spot those kinds of discrepancies, gives a much more holistic view.
That sounds incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But I imagine getting all that different data to work together.
Yeah.
That must be the tricky part.
Oh, absolutely. That's the core challenge highlighted in the research. You've got these massive data sets, first of all, huge.
Right.
And they're diverse, different types of data, different formats, different scales. It's like trying to combine, I don't know, weather reports, stock market data, and recipes.
Okay, yeah, I see the problem. How do you even start?
Well, that integration is tough. Then there's the sheer dimensionality, just so many variables to consider. You need really sophisticated statistics, tons of computing power.
And then you have to actually understand what the results mean, presumably, and make sure it's reproducible.
Exactly. Interpretation, visualization, reproducibility.
Yeah.
These are all major hurdles listed.
So this massive data headache. This is where AI steps in.
This is where AI becomes, well, essential. AI and advanced data processing techniques can automate a lot of the grunt work, like cleaning and organizing the data.
Okay, automation helps, but what else?
Machine learning algorithms are key. They can detect subtle patterns and correlations across these different omics layers that a human researcher might just never see.
Like finding hidden clues.
Sort of, yeah. AI acts like a detective sifting through all this complex evidence. It can help reduce the complexity, the dimensionality I mentioned, and make it easier to integrate and visualize the combined data.
Okay, so AI is the smart tool needed to process and understand this biological big data. How is this actually playing out? What are the applications?
This is where it gets really impactful. Biomarker discovery is a big one. AI algorithms can sift through multi-omics data to find unique molecular signatures.
Signatures for what? Like disease?
Exactly. Signatures that could diagnose a disease, predict how it might progress, or even how a patient might respond to treatment. For instance, using machine learning to find specific gene and protein patterns for early-stage cancer detection.
Wow. So better diagnosis maybe earlier too. What about classifying diseases or patients?
Yes, deep learning models, things like CNNs and RNNs, can analyze a patient's entire multi-omics profile to group them more accurately. This is crucial for precision medicine tailoring treatments.
Right, getting the right treatment to the right person.
It helps figure out why a drug works for one person but maybe not another with seemingly the same condition. AI is also speeding up drug development itself.
I so.
By analyzing multi-omics data from different tissues, AI can help identify potential drug targets much faster and also predict potential toxicity or side effects early on.
So it's finding targets and predicting problems. That sounds much more efficient.
It really streamlines the process, and it all feeds back into personalized medicine. AI can take your unique multi-omics profile, your genes, your proteins, everything, and help tailor treatments, considering, your environment and lifestyle factors too.
It's moving away from that one-size-fits-all approach, isn't it?
Definitely, towards something much more precise, tailored to the individual's specific biology.
This really feels like a paradigm shift. Looking ahead, what's next? Where's this heading?
Well, the AI algorithms themselves are getting smarter, specifically designed to handle the heterogeneity and complexity of multi-omics data better.
Making the tools even sharper.
Right. And there's a big push for interpretability, making sure we understand why the AI is making a certain prediction. We can't just have a black box, especially in medicine.
That makes sense, trusting the output.
Exactly. Also, single-cell multi-omics is emerging. Looking at all these omics layers within individual cells, the data complexity there is just staggering. AI will be absolutely critical for analyzing that.
Even more data, even more need for AI.
And collaboration data sharing, these will be key to pooling resources and knowledge to really push the boundaries.
So wrapping this up, AI is becoming indispensable for knitting together these incredibly complex layers of biological information. What's the final thought you'd leave our listeners with?
I'd say consider this. As AI gets increasingly powerful at integrating and interpreting all this diverse biological data from our DNA right down to our metabolites, how might that fundamentally change our whole approach to health, how we understand disease, how we prevent it, how we treat it? We could be heading towards a future of truly personalized, deeply informed healthcare based on each person's unique molecular story.